Hey, I'm Jason Creel. I want to talk to you about my first year in the lawn care business and things I did right and things I would do different if I had to do it over again. When I started off, money is a factor, and so you're trying to make a profit your first year. And so, what I did, I tried to start off thinking, what equipment do I need to make a profit the first year? And so I bought a 1999 F-150. It was just a single cab V6, So what would I have done different if I had to do over again? Preferably I'd rather had a V8 that would have pulled strong. Now, thankfully for me, I never blew out the transmission or anything, so it ended up working out fine. It was just a single cab. For a long truck, extended cab definitely works better. It just gives you more room to put stuff, or even a quad cab. If you get a bigger crew, you can have someone riding in the back. So for a lawnmower, I bought a Hustler, a 44-inch Mini Z. I think I paid a little under $4,000 for it. It had about 200 hours on it. I really don't have any regrets there. That worked out really well for me. It was a small enough deck that I was able to fit through a lot of backyards, and yet it wasn't too small that I couldn't handle anything. Of course, not with a 44-inch mower. You're not going to be going after larger properties, but like I said, in your first year, you're basically trying to get off the ground. So that was, being that I could only afford one 0-turn mower, I think that made sense, and it worked out for me. So I bought a 6x12 or maybe 6.5x12 trailer. I had a push mower and my Hustler on there, and I really don't have any regrets there. It worked out fine. Again, you're just starting off. One mower and a single axle trailer is really all you need. For a blower, I bought a Red Max blower. I've always used Red Max since then. The original blower was great. It fell off our truck, more than once, unfortunately, and still hung in there. So, I don't have any regrets about Red Max blowers. I think at the time I bought a 7100, which is not the biggest model, but maybe the second biggest. So, let's see. For a string trimmer, I bought a used Shindaiwa trimmer, one of the older model ones, and it worked fine. Looking back, if I had to do over again, I think it's smart if you starting out to go ahead and buy new handheld equipment. I mean, really the cost, considering a new mower might cost you $8,000 to $10,000, where a new string trimmer costs you $300 or maybe $400. So I think it's worth it to go ahead and buy a new one, because if it goes down, it's just problems, and if you have to get it repaired, the repairs is really not worth it. So if you can afford it, I think looking back, I would have probably just went ahead and bought a new string trimmer. I think I ended up buying a used edger and used hedge trimmers and things. Like I said, some of that is okay getting started if you're really on a tight budget, but I probably looking back would have had to spend a little more and got new there. So because your big money you're gonna save is on your mowers. If you can get a good deal on a slightly used one, obviously on the truck you can spend $30,000 or $3,000. So it's a lot of it's based on what you can afford at the time. So and I think one of the other biggest mistakes I made was just in my marketing. I had some good neighborhoods to target, and I talked to a lot of people, and it was new construction, the right size houses that I was looking for with my current setup. And I talked to a lot of people who were moving in, and it was just good candidates. The problem was I was trying to sell them, a full service package, year-round contract, hedge trim, and everything. And looking back, I think, especially starting out, if you can get them as a customer just mowing their lawn, the other stuff comes with time. They typically, if you do their lawn maintenance, they're going to want you to trim their hedges, do the pine straw. You don't necessarily have to bundle that all together up front. you know, I said, you get them on as a customer mowing their lawn. The other stuff you can always add on. They're typically going to ask you. So I think that was a mistake. I think it cost me some customers trying to book everybody for a 12-month contract right out of the gate. And so, you know, but I had some good things happen the first year. One of my first customers was you know, it was a year-round neighborhood entranceway. Paid about $12,000 a year. They were also building a lot of houses in that neighborhood that year, and I was able to work with the builder and mow the lawns for the empty houses, and so that really provided a lot my first year. And you know, I obviously didn't get rich first year, but I was able to, because of some of those things, and had some good accounts to make a profit. And like I said, first year it's not necessarily just about surviving, but that is part of it. But you got to get through that first year, make a profit, and you know, and then you can start to grow. So anyway, I just hope you can learn from some of the things I did, what I did right, some of the things I would do different if I had it to do over again. Thanks.